double Valentina for their Intermission deck. It's like annoying, but not the end of the world. You know if they plan on streamlining the conquest animation, 100% they will eventually do that. When exactly, I have no idea.
Hello, so happy.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, now Dream Dimension is pretty detrimental to us because I can't play both of these now. I think Doc Ock's a really underexplored card in the opponent's archetype, by the way. I think it is likely very, very good. I think good 5 energy cards are really strong in their deck. They should be working on that some more. All right, we're gonna top deck anything but Swarm here, and it's gonna be fucking insane with this deck in chat. The Gwenpool draw makes this winnable. We just need to not draw freaking Swarm next turn. Gambit's the nuts pull. Feeling pretty good. Casual 37-point end turn. Not bad. Sif, discard Sif. No, Sif's discard trigger happens before the cloning mats. We're also winning the left without the discard trigger, but sequencing is noteworthy here.
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Oh, just 29 over there? It's a damn shame.
Victory.
That was a lovely match. I'm excited to do more of this now. I mean, nerf Erishim, he's unbeatable. Blade, we needed you last turn. Nerf Erishim, instructions unclear, Beast is now a 2-1. Oof. Why would you hurt me this way, gamer? I'm gonna stay, but our hand's not stellar. We're in an okay spot. Nowhere digging us out a little bit. Hey, Gambit. Just like my country, you're young, scrappy, and hungry. Best not throw away your shot, bud. Their payoff is here. Do you think they're also just surfer? Must be, yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to put strong guy on the left here, actually. We ball. Noombars. Eight on the right. We're gaining. I'm getting 8 on the right, and we're gaining 6, 10, 14 in the middle. Perfect spread. I don't think there's any great replacements for any of the higher series cards in this particular deck. Dakin and Sebastian Shaw are both pretty unique cards that don't have clean substitutions for something else. You can, like, just play a generically good 3 energy card and probably be okay, but your number output's gonna be much worse without those two. Yeah, Makari too. Like, there isn't, like, Makari specifically serving as a card to get out of our hand and another good 3 energy card. So she's hitting both aspects of her card. Like, a lot of the other Gwenpool decks I've been playing Makari, and you can, like, sub her for Wasp as just another card to help get your hand empty. But in this particular deck, her being 3 energy is relevant.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
For fuck's sake.
I definitely need to change
What an
my underwear.
absolutely insane series of draws. Vormir into Nico draw. Good golly. Bushman, thank you for the 20 months. We're probably torched here because their linear draw is just absurd, but we have to at least kind of see what we have going on. Well, at least they didn't both go into the tower, I suppose. How about this? And then next turn we can Gwenpool? I mean, at this point in the game, I'm like looking to see how big my numbers can get, basically. Like, there's a good chance their numbers are gonna be bigger than ours, but I'm just like looking to, like, I mean, they've already snapped, so I might as well like stay and see what my goldfish is gonna be, because my goldfish is like pretty solid this game. It's basically the thing I'm looking to see. Yeah, I know, like if you looked at me and you're like, Jeff, your goldfish is gonna be worse than the Destroy deck's best draw assisted by locations, I'd be like, yeah, of course that's the case. Is that even a question? And then unfortunately, they have enough energy to play both Deadpool and Null here, so we are definitely torched, so we'll leave. But honestly, this is like a really impressive non-surfer draw, right? Like we got almost 20, we got teens to 20s in every one, and we get to interact with the Gambit here too. So like, obviously not good enough here. Their draw was absurd, but ours was solidly above average. I'm impressed with the numbers we generated. Do you think the devs may ever focus on reviewing older cards that are dated power-wise or mechanically as the game progresses? I mean, we already see them do this, yeah? We see updates to things like Mantis, and Adam Warlock, and Crossbones. So yes, we will continue to see them do the thing that they already do. Strong Guy, card we're playing here. Saw it updates out recently, Kingpin. Like, they very regularly do exactly that. Second Dinner's approach to balance is so refreshing compared to basically any other card game I've ever touched. And honestly, any game, period. Like, even other live service games that aren't card games, like MOBAs, you'll play them and people will just be like, they just like forget their older characters exist, just continue to power creep and push new ones, right? They almost never go back and buff up older ones. The fact that Second Dinner doesn't just like leave them to rot is lovely. Speak of the Mantis and she will appear. Oh, I meant to ask the Pokemon Uniters, I saw Ho-Oh released. Is it completely cracked? Is it just like a typical new character release in that game? How's it compare to Mewtwo? Hi, Variance Gwenpool here. Couple of things we really want him to hit in a big range that she could hit. Hey, Corliss, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Do you think they intentionally release overpowered cards to nerf a little bit later? Nope. I think anybody telling you that that's a thing that happens in Marvel Snap is a jaded, shitty idiot, and you probably shouldn't listen to them anymore. I think if you actually believe that they intentionally release cards with the intention of nerfing them later, I can't fathom why you would still be playing this game. Like, it would be such an incredibly disrespectful thing to do to the player base that I would just be like, if you told me like I think that's what they're doing, I just wouldn't play the game anymore. Like, why would you spend your time and money on a game that does that? That sounds awful. Oh man, and I'm 50% to get a Proxima Midnight here too. Oh wait, should I put this here so that way if I hit Proxima she goes here? Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely. I think Second Dinner errs on the side of... I think if Second Dinner has two stat lines for a card, and they're like, I'm not sure if this one's a little bit too good, but this one could be a little bit too weak, I think they're going to err on the side of a little bit too good. Because releasing a card that's bad means they might as well have not released a card at all. But I also don't think they look at a card and go, this is good enough. But despite this being good enough, we're gonna push it up to a 12 just to make sure we really get in there. Like, I don't think that's remotely happening. Actual perfects here, is it enough? Big monkey. Big monkey. Yeah, like, I mean, and Hydra Bob's a perfect example, right? Like, Hydra Bob might as well not exist. It's actually a perfect example of what we're talking about. They basically had a card come out that didn't happen. And its only saving grace is the fact that Gwenpool also released today. So we have something new to play with in the new season because Gwenpool came out and seems to be a relevant playable card. I mean, just to like make a point. We pull this up on stream and talk about it occasionally. This is something I've done a number of times when this very silly topic comes up. If we filter for Series 4 and 5 cards, and we sort by the release date, and we look at the power level of them, like, how far do I have to go back to hit a card that's busted on release? It's Red Hulk, right? Like, we actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 cards have come out that were either playable or a little bit under and not busted. Gilgamesh needed a bump. Hydra Bob's probably gonna need a bump. All the rest of these are still... I guess US Agent released it a little low and needed a bump. You would say Sage? Really? You think Sage is busted? All right, when these stats aren't busted, you're gonna take a 10-minute break. Man, fucking 52% win rate? Freaking busted. If that's the line for a busted card in Marvel Snap, 7% play rate, every card they release is busted. You're right, I'm wrong. 51% play rate! Think of the humanity! Oh, I need the Tinkerer's Workshop on turn 2 or turn 3 game. Oh, I haven't gotten to Gwenpool a Bar Sinister yet. It's a shame it's gonna be against a bot. Jeff, stop putting Makari in decks. Genuinely, I think Makari belongs in most Gwenpool decks. I know that that's not something most of you at home want to hear, but it's the truth. Yo, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. That's nice. Das nice. Actually, I want to keep a swarm in my hand, yeah? So that way I can bid it to Blade? Should you unpin Fastos? To set an incredibly low bar, I think Makari is a more important and more difficult card to replace than Fastos. I want to be clear that I don't think it's possible to limbo underneath this bar. Holy Swole Blade, chat. Holy Swole Blade. Fastos was overhyped. I mean, is it at all possible that Fastos was very appropriately hyped? Why does he have to be overhyped, chat? Why can't we just look at Fastos and be like, you know what? That card, exact right amount of hype. Blade did not skip leg day. He did not.
Oh, snap.
Oh, did I snap too late? I think I snapped too late. Damn it. The bot's gonna leave and I'm only gonna get 2 cubes instead of 4. I'm so sad. People were saying he was going to be busted. I don't know who people are, but you should probably stop listening to them. Who is people? I want names, damn it! Was that the first Hydra Bomb? No, we played against a different randomly generated Hydra Bomb earlier today. Oh, Hannah stayed for 8. Thanks, Hannah.
Victory.
I will say Fastos ended up feeling worse than I was expecting him to personally, but I also wasn't expecting him to be busted. Like, I was expecting him to be like B minus, and he's like C plus. Like wasn't expecting a lot, and he disappointed. Gotta show off Bob. We will eventually get through all of my Gwenpool decks and make our way down to Cerebro 4 and Zoo with Bob in it. It's gonna be a little bit though. Honestly, this is such a tough spot, because I want a Gwenpool next turn, but like I have too many cards in my hand. I think it's just this. I think I have to play this because I need to get things out of my hand for Gwenpool. Although maybe I'm just supposed to keep a high density of hits. I don't know. That's so close.
Gotta run.
Oh no! They Loki for 5! Come on, hit Tekken! Ooh. A piece of candy. I snap on that one, yeah? But chat, they have Quinjet and they Loki'd for 5. How can my deck possibly ever win this game of Marvel Snap? I don't know. I could never possibly win a game of Marvel Snap against a Loki and a Quinjet. Loki needs to be nerfed. He's too strong. But Strong Guy is stronger. That's true. That's true. They retreated after we played Strong Guy. Are people really still on the Nerf Loki train? I promise you, if you open the streams of people that grind at the top of the ladder, they very much unironically want to Nerf Loki. I'm as baffled as you are, I swear, but it's what's going on. Loki, correct. In fact, since Loki, when Loki was detached from Collector, that was the point where he stopped being a high tier card. So at that window in time, is no longer a top performing thing. Hey, Zachnus, thanks for the 3 months in advance. I plan to be here. Thanks for keeping me around. Folks like you are a big part of why this is able to be my job. I appreciate it. Probably snappier. I'm also just kind of vibing, so. Fast drops. No fast drops here or anywhere else on Twitch. Unfortunately, that is just not a truth. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the swarm in this deck. I feel like the sequencing probably doesn't work out a lot of the time to let you buff swarm before you discard it, but the rest of the deck's feeling pretty good. Did you just Legion Nidavalier against my handful of swarms? Is that where we're at, video gamer? Are we certain this is the decision we wanted to make? Okay, so this is 12, 22, puts me to 30 here. Spo, thank you for the primer, I appreciate it. Here's for off-bet and interesting decks and game strategy discussion. Minor Shriner, thanks for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Feeling pretty good. This is local man about to be Shang-Chi'd. We good? I think we're meeting a Shang now, yeah? Can't Shang me everywhere, puppy. Can't Shang me everywhere.
Victory.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting much from this list, and it feels real clean. I'm gonna say the thing people don't want to hear me say, which is I don't think there's a reasonable sub for Makari in this deck. I think you need to play something else, unfortunately. I know that she's a card a lot of people skipped because she's not a super unique effect, but I think in Surfer with Strong Guy, she hits the overlap of she's helping get your hand empty, and she's a card that gets buffed by Surfer. Probably Torched here. So you're saying there's a chance.
Opponent snapped.
We had to have Utopia and then draw Gwenpool. So I'm gonna freaking stay in this game like a fish. Are they bouncing? Oh my god, they're bouncing Gwenpool. Holy. Is Sif bigger than Shaw? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm actually just supposed to wait and give their thing one more point. So I'm gonna need a card for Gambit to discard anyways. Yeah, if you're looking for the past decks I've played, you can take out my untapped profile there. Exclamation point decks in chat. Woo! Well, that's terrifying. Oh my gosh, and I can't get the strong guided trigger right there. GG, opponent's deck is sweet. I wonder if they're playing a way to play. I wonder if they're playing Zabu and Psylocke. Because they were able to bounce Gwenpool this game because of Utopia, but usually they wouldn't have time to do that, right? Hey, Xanax, thank you for the quarter of a year. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Got my first infinite board today. The last possible hour is something from your best decks roundup. Awesome. Congrats on crushing it. Genuinely, and obviously I'm biased here, I think my best decks roundup is the #1 best video for Snap to come out every single week if you're looking for someone to keep up. If you're someone looking to keep up on the meta. If you ever watched those before, those videos not only are me combing through untapped data, but they're also me providing anecdotes based on my personal experience as well. So you get a really good mix of this is purely data-driven and gives you information that's focused like that, but it also gives you, okay, these are things to be looking forward to trying to move past what currently has good metrics, counter picks, stuff like that. Basically, every time there's been a major innovation in the Marvel stat metagame in the last 6 months or so, I've called it out as a high potential deck before it became a real across the whole format meta deck. Am I snapping on that? I think I'm snapping on that. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate the prime. I'm not sure how I feel about Swarming here or not. I'd have to think about it. Yeah, my hand's a little clunked. Yeah, they're gonna go to London anyways. Doesn't surprise me. Mojo World's not bad for us. That's actually pretty annoying.
Opponent snapped.
I guess it's actually not bad. I just do this, and then I'm guaranteed to have Surfer plus a 3 next turn. I think this is fine, actually. Would I rather Dack it in the middle? Are they on Shadow King with Luke? Very possible. Do I do this then, actually, to try and play around Shadow King? Yeah, I think that's a good read. I'm gonna do this to try and throw priority. But it played well and did not let me throw priority. They can't Shadow King me everywhere, though, right? Feels like we're in a good spot. 7 in the middle. I'm gaining plenty here. I'm gaining another 2 over here. So they'd have to beat, they have to have 11 here while also beating 7 here and then putting a bunch of stuff here. I might actually be wrong to play for Mojo World. They might be in a spot where they can't play for it. Yeah, I think I'm probably supposed to... only put one thing here and just assume if they play 3 things here, they can't play for the other 2. Let's see if we get torched. Oh, that's super unfortunate. US agent with hobgoblins kind of hot. Yeah, I think I came to the right conclusion as, oh my god, was that a Triskelion wasp that let them get big enough on the Dazzler to win? This gave them +3, what a beating. Yeah, I came to the right conclusion right after I hit submit and fired. I should have put Blade or Surfer here is what should have happened. And either of those lead to a game win. You know what else leads to a lot of wins, chat? Being subscribed to the channel, because then you don't get adverse. Otherwise, we'll see you in 120 seconds. This deck's been feeling pretty solid, so we're going to continue with it when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to run to the restroom and fill my water bottle, chat. Hear me. Cloudus, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Gremmeldin, thank you for the 4.5 years. Good evening, good evening. It's a tough slapping rock song for sure. What's going on, V-Boy? Thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Oh, that explains why we had people come in and fast drop in. Looks like Dara signed off for the day. There it is. Ritualistic raid Dexter circle. Always get more fast droppers once you bounce off. Planning to watch the Pool/Wolverine movie later this month? Probably not. I don't usually go see things that aren't for children in theaters. How do you check your drop stuff, your inventory? Show you your current progress there. How's the discard deck been feeling? Really solid. I had low expectations for this. It definitely feels like it's exceeded them so far. Yes, Inside Out was really good. Just wait to see that with the kiddos. still amazes me that other people can't organize their end breaks. I mean, to be fair, in order to time my end breaks properly, I do have to watch a line move across the screen really, really slowly. Why not Strong Guy? Right. You're confused as to why I don't want to play Strong Guy into the clothing vets? Although with the Surfer draw, maybe I want to. It might have been right to just give up on the Strong Guy altogether and just, like, focus on the Shaw. Yeah, anyways. I think it's Shaw into Swarm Shaw Surfer. So Wolverine is in 2 albums. That's good value right there. Come on, Yoki, give me 4. I deserve 4.
Victory.
Why not play the other swarms? I was just clicking and talking. And they were a bot, so it didn't matter. Intermission is definitely the singular most popular archetype we've queued into on the ladder. But at the same time, it also doesn't feel remotely overbearing. Honestly, I wonder if I was supposed to play Swarm out there to give Gwenpool a higher chance to slam into Shaw. Feels like potentially the choice. Oh, come on. This. What's going on, Pity? Welcome to Hoglandia. No fast drops here anywhere else on Twitch. Good to have you. Makari is not replaceable in Silver Surfer decks. She has the unique offering of being a 3 energy card here. I should have played the Swarm on turn 2. We're gonna lose this game, so I didn't play the Swarm on turn 2. No, Proxima will not go into the middle. She can't be added there. I think it's this. We'll limp in. Them playing to both sides is good for us here. Is local man about to be Shang-Chi'd? Yep. Oh, I'd have won with Lady Sif over here. Yep. I'd have won if I played Swarm on 2, because that's my dork in the center would have gotten big enough to win. Yeah, well, I almost feel like this Swarm should just be like a copy of Forge or something that I can play proactively. That works with Dakin and Shaw. I'll play a couple more, but I'm leaning towards let's just make it Forge. They've been okay in some spots. I did a Valier game earlier, they were excellent. Woo! It's a really strong start for us.
Oh, snap.
I will say one thing that feels really good about this deck is it feels like we have a number of really strong draws that don't depend on Silver Surfer being drawn, which is appealing to me because I am someone who's pretty unlucky and usually I just never draw Silver Surfer in these Surfer decks. Oh, come on! That's not fucking real life right there. That's so brutal. Alright, Colleen Wing. Colleen Wing. Ooh, Bast is good for us. Colleen Wing. Akari. Wish I knew where you were going. Wish I knew where you were going. I think we wanted not left there, so that works. Is it a Gambit angle? I know chat wants it to be a Gambit angle every time. This one's for you, chat. We need to kill something that we can destroy. Yeah, buddy. I think we were guaranteed to win so long as we killed something that we could destroy, yeah? Shit, he doesn't miss. If we would have killed one of these two, would we have won? No, we would have been short. If I would have killed Khazar, they would have been +5 -2. So they would have been +3. And then we would have lost the tiebreaker. Try something. You know, whatever. It worked. It worked. I don't need to sit here. I don't need to sit here and walk through the what ifs. Let's brush the shoulders off and go next. I think we were winning if we killed Marvel. We had four kill shots there, so we're like 30-ish%, 35-ish%. We killed either of the ones in the middle or either of the two on the left. Blue marble is definitely a win, and I think the either on the left or the Sean in the center obviously won us the game. Yeah, strong guy, your hand doesn't have to be completely empty anymore. It's a big part of why he's somewhat playable. Played him in a few shells I like him in. What are our favorite cards to combo with Gwenpool? Makari and Mysterio. All the M's. Moon Girl as well. Do I take... I think I play Sebastian Shaw here. So that way, next turn I could draw a 3-drop and go 3-drop plus Blade into then Dakin plus Colleen Wing and just curve out real clean here. Not happy about it, but it's where I'm at in my life. Why not Blade Colleen there? Because I'd rather get the Proxima into play than have a bunch of swarms. I think Proxima is worth more than a bunch of swarms. Well, that's marginally terrifying. Every season, Jeff makes me want a card I never planned to want. Second Dinner is very good at designing their game pieces, so they are all relevant somewhere. You considered adding Surfer to this deck. Yeah, I talked about it a second ago. One of the reasons I like this is because you can play a game without drawing Surfer, yeah? We might lose this, but it's gonna be close, I think. Oh my god, they're playing fucking Electra? Are you kidding me? What a brutal one. Thank bud. They only win because of Mojo World. Brutal. Fastos and Gwenpool and Bounce. I guess maybe they're not Bounce. Maybe they're just like Hitmonkey stuff. Mojo World's a really annoying location. I like Mojo World as a location. I think Gwenpool is going straight in my Gilgamesh deck. I would be very surprised if Gwenpool is not ideal inside of Gilgamesh. I think very similar to how Nomura feels really strong at Gilgamesh. I would expect Gwenpool to be good there too, because she's just like this pile of stats.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
This hits Proxima every time, assuredly, yes. I think I might just leave if we miss. Our hand's super clunky here. Gwenpool got me busting out the old Dusty Zabu. Yeah, we talked about that one a little bit. I think there's some potential there for sure. We were talking about maybe beasting Gwenpool, and you need to play her on turn 3 if you want to be able to beast her. I think Gwen would be good or Nomura Shell. No, I said I think Gwen and Nomura are probably both good inside of... Gwen and Nomura are probably both good inside of, Surfer. Or, sorry, inside of, Intermission. Whatever the fuck that card's called. What word speed, anyways? This is our best play into Heimdall. I don't know if it wins. For one extra cube, I'm not gonna count. Snap.
I see the way.
15, 12, 2 more, we win? Cool. A patented Heimdall lose the game move deck specialty.
Victory.
Sick Heimdall. Is Hydra Bomb gonna be the first new card of the 0% play, right? It's gonna be the first one in a little bit. It's definitely their lowest swing in a while. So results, thank you for the Baker's Dozen. Appreciate that. Welcome back. What's going on, Cranky?
Snap.
I wonder if they were conservative with Bob because it's the first thing that directly pertains to stats. That's an interesting thought. I can see that being the case.
Opponent.
Strong guy left. Well, strong guy left was never correct. Because of D-Swan. Whisper, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate you re-upping that. And Siege Smith, thanks for the brand new primer. Seriously, I believe we are playing against an AI.
Iron Man.
See if we can manage to draw Silver Surfer here. We might not need it. Like I said, this deck's been pretty good at winning games without Surfer. Mobilus, thank you for the prime, appreciate it. Lovely. Cool, cool. Gwenpool feels like a real Marvel Snap card. I feel like so far she has exceeded my expectations. The untapped overlay used to tell you if you were playing a bot. Yeah, but they had a lot of false positives, so they disabled it. The strength of this deck when we don't have Surfer has been really consistently solid in a way I wasn't expecting. What's Theta's popularity like these days? Not particularly high. Theta's definitely joined the giant cast of cards that, like, is very playable and competitive, but only the people who really like her are still playing her. Because she's just, like, yet another thing that you can play in the 25 playable decks. I'm gonna try Forge over Swarm, I think. Swarm's been really well made. A couple of things where Forge is good. Town, thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back. Oh, he has no target, so he just doesn't discard. Fair. Got Bob for the future buff to 5 for Cerebro 5. Yep. Good move, honestly. Alright, Obi, you've talked me into it. I forgot I had. I'd try Brood over Colleen Wing. He might. I don't know that I am. I feel like I'd rather cut Gambit than Colleen Wing. The Dakin plus Colleen on 5 just feels so good. I feel like if I was gonna cut a discard, I'm gonna cut Gambit. I do feel like I should test Brood because she's good. Brood is good with Forge and it's good with Gwenpool. Let's try that, because Brood can still be a real card in this deck, even in the games where we don't trust her for, especially with the Forge change. Yeah, I think Colleen's pretty important for curve purposes. Agreed. Bakari, go left! Oh yeah. That's the freaking good stuff right there, gamers! Inject the Bakari directly into my veins! I don't expect them to be able to interact with me outside of like a random, what's it called? A random like helicarrier card. I think I want to just lock in the Castle Blackstone. It's close though. If I lose the Castle Blackstone on the left, I can't Proxima and play a 3-drop next turn. So I think I need to do this. Maybe getting Modoked here, yeah, so I think I need more stats over there just in case. They have 2 5-power swarms. And a 10-power apocalypse. Damn. We're one short, yeah? The two swarms beat me here, and I can only get to 19 over here, and we know they have apocalypse. That's close. It's possible I'm supposed to just give up the black castle energy. But I don't. It's so close. If I don't draw Lady Sif, I can't Proxima into 3 without it. I mean, it doesn't matter if they have Dracula or not. We can't beat the node information. It was very fortunate for them that their Gwenpool managed to hit Modok, and if their Gwenpool doesn't hit Modok and Swarm, we can beat 18 over here. So they had what, 5 or 6 cards in hand, and they hit 2 of the 3 that they needed. It's probably about a coin flip, yeah. If you have 3 triggers into 5 cards, maybe a little better than a coin flip to 2 specific ones. I will say I think Discard Collector in general is a pretty good deck. I'll be curious to see if Gwenpool ends up improving it. But I think that archetype, we talk a lot about decks that are very good that have low play rates because they're just not new and shiny anymore, and I think that deck's like at the top of that list. Proxima is not replaceable in decks that player. She is responsible for a large amount of additional power for basically no energy. The answer to what do I do if I'm missing Proxima is play a different deck that's good but doesn't need Proxima. I think people overlook Shuri as well. Yes, Shuri is an incredibly boring linear deck that people just don't want to play. That's a holy pickup. The Proxima is actually coming back in a Spotlight Cache at the end of the month, and it's a real banger Spotlight Cache. I think it's got, what is it, has Proxima, Nico, and Hope Summers in it, just like actually one of the best Spotlight Caches they've ever done. It's very, very good. That is not guaranteed to hit my shard. Got some blade. Is it this? I think it's this. This pushes the Proxima Midnight into the center. I lose to Iron Man plus Real Mysterio middle. It's the real combination things that could beat me, right? I'd be 32 and I'm only going to whatever, but they look really bad into Surfer. If I was someone capable of drawing Silver Surfer, they would always lose here. Thankfully, they don't know that I'm not capable of doing that, which is why we're playing this build of Surfer. I know I've said it a lot, but like, I'm really impressed with this deck's power output range and the games where Silver Surfer is buried in my last 3 cards. Severus, thank you for the absurdly generous tier 3 and for the 7 months of that. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Sand seems quite good. If this location is neutral, I might sap them.
Oh, snap.
I think our hand's pretty good. When there's a Subterranea game and your hand's pretty good, snapping is often good. It's because you hate Galactus Surfer as his herald. Nuh-uh! I know all about Galactus and his herald, chat. Silver Surfer is not happy serving Galactus. I'm pretty sure he loves people who hate Galactus. Was in one of the Marvel superhero stories I read to my children. Thank you very much. My daughter saw Galactus's face for the first time and she didn't like him. That's how you know she's lovely. She can spot a shitty Marvel character from a mile away. Or is it raised it or well, exactly. Oh my god. God, this deck is so sweet. Holy crap. This is 21 and then another 8, 29 in the middle. The 12, 29, 6. And one of these is just Kitty Pride, right? So we win the side that Kitty Pride's on and then we win the middle. When your no support Darkhawk happens to roll Subterranean and still get cringe.
Victory.
Makari and Proxima both being stats for 0. Being stats for 0 energy. It feels good too. Am I gonna split this card, chat? I think this deck has convinced me to chase gold on Makari. I had been ignoring that possibility. Alright, have some adverts. We're gonna play one more set with this deck because I'm vibing on it. After the next set, we'll switch to a new deck after. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. We do eventually need gold on all of them, that's true. So I generally am holding off on newer cards that seem not that great, but Makari has convinced me. How does the Forge Brood substitution feel? I haven't played enough games yet. That's why I want to do one more set. I will say it puts a smile on my face every time I queue into a metagame Darkhawk with my 12 card deck.
3D.
Saul Eater, thank you for the primer, appreciate it. Gwenpool has thoroughly exceeded my expectations so far. I was expecting her to be like a C+, maybe B-. She has a lot of interesting deck building puzzles, and she's felt reasonably powerful in a lot of the decks that we've been playing her in. She is responsible for part of why this deck feels good even in the games where we don't draw Surfer. She gives us another avenue to put stats into play. I think it's a testament to how good the Marvel Snap design team is at putting out cards and helping support archetypes that we've hit this point in Snap where there's more than one competitive Surfer deck. What's wrong with paying a company for a game you play? Absolutely nothing. You are in good company if you want to spend money on video games. Listen, chat, you don't make it to 148 spotlight keys with another, I don't know, probably dozen keys on the track unclaimed by not spending money. This is the most fresh Snap has ever felt. Marvel Snap currently is the best metagame state it's been in since the game released. It's real good. Hey, thanks for the primer, Obi. Central Illinois, indeed. All right, Makari, we've trained for this moment. We've trained for this, Makari. Thank goodness, Buckkick. Buckkick knows Makari's going left, doesn't he? Fuck you, bot. God, as soon as the bot plays Iceman on the left, you know in your soul what is about to happen to you. You're just like, no! I probably don't have space to brood in a bar with no name game. I'm just gonna Shaw over here. I just do this now for the sake of curving out. It obviously is better if we trigger this later, but this is reasonable. Let's Murray Island get going sooner. Do you reckon they'll eventually bring back old variants? So Spotlight variants are confirmed to be coming back 1 year after they were in Spotlights. They have pointedly said they will not be returning, bundle variants. Bundle variants are in the Disney Vault, never to be seen again. So Brood is 8, but Colleen Wing is 10, yeah? Because she turns on Strong Guy? I mean, honestly, chat, who can blame him? Who wouldn't get turned on? We're good to go here. We had, this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus another 4, another 6, another 3. It's a lot. It's a lot of points here. I'm assuming it's enough points. It's honestly hard to put into words how much better this card got when they changed it from empty hand to one card. There are so many situations in this game with decks I've built with this card where I can consistently get my hand to one card, but 0 would just like not be feasible. Such a quality upgrade for him. Going back to someone else was talking earlier about do they go back and revisit older cards. Strong Guy is a good example of one they iterated on a couple of times to get him to a playable state. I love the strong guy control deck. It's great. Yeah, what's it called? I want to give that one a try with Gwenpool. That's one of the ones we learned up. Is Nico Spotlight confirmed? It is, yeah. Yeah, if you missed it, I posted a updated Spotlight cache review that contains, that's what I'm searching for. It has the confirmed spotlights for July in it, and then speculative data mined August and September reviewed in there. Dakin's gotta be better. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dakin into double blade next turn, chat. Also, the blade is potentially useful in the Rickety Bridge. I think I just do this, actually, yeah. God, we're so good at this. I do not think there is a good substitution for Makari here. I think if you are missing Makari, you probably should consider playing a different deck. Can I get my hand down to 1 card next turn? I drop to 4. I play Lady Sif here and Silver Surfer here. I discard down to 1. All right, tech card me, daddy. Toe Enjoyer is not a tech card enjoyer too, chat. Come on now. They would never tech card me. They have a heart. Again, another situation where strong guy gets to 1 card in hand, but definitely not getting to 0 cards. Oh, I got like 20 more minutes of pedaling, chat, and then dinner's gonna be here. Dusty Corpse, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Who plays turns 1 and 2 from our airship opponent? That's good for us. Strong guy. We might forge Brood on 5. We'll see what we get here. Love a Dakin draw or a Gwenpool draw. I think it's just Forge. Though. I haven't seen Dracula dump with Makari. Is it largely because of Red Guardian? No, that archetype's just not very good. Just like outclassed by other things. That Moon Girl's probably mediocre for them, if I had to venture a guess. Can I snap on this? I think I snap on this. Oh wait, I need to blade, because otherwise I could Colleen the blade.
Oh, snap.
The Moon Girl is probably not great. It probably locked them out of being able to draw a useful card. And this is, you know, I've talked about a lot about airship deck builds. I got some strong opinions on them at this point. But like, so many people just like don't have a proper curve. And just like doing nothing on the first 2 turns of the game feels like a death sentence for these decks a lot of the time. You just fall behind on tempo and then end up with too many clunky cards in your hand. It's so important to build those decks with lots of 2s and 3s, at the very least 4s. But ideally lots of 2s and 3s. Threes being the sweet spot. Five 3-drops. Yeah, that's what my initial math said 5.
Opponent.
4 to 6, depending on the deck, is where I've been landing. They are an Intermission deck, but my hand's pretty good, so I'm gonna stay. There are a lot of strong 3 energy cards in Snap, yeah. It's usually not hard to fit a bunch into your deck. Ooh, that's assuredly better for us than them, yeah. I'm gonna strong guy rather than Sebastian Shaw here, because if we draw Gwenpool, I'd rather have Shaw in my hand still. I had people asking me why I had Enchantress in my deck as opposed to Shang-Chi. And part of the reason was some amount of the time you need to do this. Just play your tech card tempo. Are they did they get Agatha? I think they must have gotten Agatha, yeah? So we'll snap them back here. The Shang-Chi could have been a tempo play. The Mystique is Agatha. You've gotta be kidding me. I think Proxima lets us stay here. There's a chance I want to stay regardless, but it's definitely a gamble without the Proxima draw. My kingdom did not have relocations and random crap to my hand. I can't Lady Sif my Proxima cleanly on 3. It's just so sad. Appreciate everybody hanging out today, by the way. Awesome to have almost 4,000 people in here for some Marvel snapping. My little Twitch tracker here says we've had almost 200 new followers today on the channel. For anybody that's not familiar with me, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on twitch.tv with Marvel Snap being my primary game of choice. During drops, I'm here a whole lot extra doing long days while the viewer count is popping, but you can almost always find me here 30 to 40 hours a week, even during normal times, doing lots of Marvel Snap. Well, I always do my best to try and play well with the decks that I'm playing. We play a lot of off-meta stuff here, and you won't find me sweating about my ladder rank too frequently. Playing off-meta things that are interesting is one of our primary goals here, and we usually change decks every 60 to 90 minutes, so there's a lot of variety in the content that I'm making. Oh no, they're no more. Their Agent Coulson gave them a good card. Yikes. Am I doing this? I think I might be doing this. If I draw Gwenpool, I can contest the left tier. If I draw Gwenpool, I can Gwenpool Colleen Wing to get 13 on the right. shorter for Surfer first. Oh, because it makes the deck bigger. Yeah, that's a good call. I probably could do this here then. Well, I guess I might. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the center. I'm gonna put this one in the center because it's smaller. Let's put the most on the left. Because if I don't draw Gwenpool, I need to try and contest the left. Gwenpool's like the one Marvel Snap card that can con me into staying here. Assuredly, they think my Surfer deck just can't touch them here. I'm gonna limp for one. It depends on what level they're playing on. I think the average Marvel Snapper thinks I can't touch them on the right, and they play for the left to play around us having like a big thing. But they also might just be ahead by enough on the left that they just like hedge it. But usually they can't play a little thing into Crimson Cosmos. Yeah, if they let us limp here, we'll limp for one and see if we can get them. Yep, lucky. Oh! Oh, I forgot that Gwenpool was gonna pump her up. That's funny. It's actually really close then. I forgot, my brain didn't, that's the first time we've Gwenpooled Proxima to discard Proxima. It's actually really, really close there, huh? I wasn't fully thinking about this happening. That was a sweet last turn. I'm glad we stayed for one more. Yeah, really neat game, honestly. The number of Crimson Cosmos games we've won or almost won with this Surfer deck has also been really impressive. Like, normally that's just like a pack it up, go next if you don't have a Nocturne type scenario, and we felt very competitive into it, which has been sweet. Stop putting cards in my hand, please, I'm begging you. Alright, at least it's a bot. It is. I think this is like best in slot for Mantis variants. Or close to it. It's very good. Agree with that. I don't have any great plays here. I think it's just this, and then I hope that I draw a decent Gwenpool target next turn. Yes, this is a deck we had worked on before Gwen released. For sure. I think I gamble on hitting the Maravasa Shard. Assuredly that never happens. And they're a bot, so it doesn't matter. Wish Mantis and Domino were better cards so I could use their awesome variants. Evergreen statement. Is Strong Guy better than Surfer? Strong Guy is 9. Surfer's only 8, yeah? Yeah, factual? I think that's factual. Yeah, scam. Surfer min is 10. Oh, you're right, because he doubles the Dakin, right? That's true. The Surfer's 4 with the Dakin is a good shout. We're good either way. It really didn't matter. But you're right. The Surfer would have been one more. I forgot we could Surfer and then trigger the Dakin to get an extra 2 out of it. That's one that's come up twice now. I need to commit that one to muscle memory. Almost to the 90s. It sounds like my family and my food have arrived home upstairs. I don't think this deck is likely nearly as good without Makari, which I know is not something people want to hear, but I think you should probably play something else. I think my favorite Gwen deck so far is the Moon Girl deck, just because I'm a Moon Girl aficionado. I love your decks, Jeff, but then I play them like crap. The secret to that is that's because most of my decks aren't very good. I just play them well, so they're serviceable.
There you go.
Thank you, my son. I appreciate you.
Snap.
Snap the bad beat on the bar with no name here. Whoop. You're up. You post the decks you make anywhere. The best of them end up on the YouTube channel. You can also find them on my Untap page. You don't want to wait for the daily highlights. It's hard to pilot. It's something. This doesn't get me very high here. Order, yep. This gets me to 8, 12, 14, 18. So they'd have to put 7 here while also putting 1 here. This is probably a bad stay. I mean, Agatha played herself to the exact right spot.
Escaped.
I think we win this game pretty easily if Agatha plays herself to the left or the right. Dumble Dave, thank you for the 1.5 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I was going to give him 2 extra cubes on a bad stay. I'm not going to give him 6 extra. Greedy boomer stappers. I'll do this, actually. This gets me plus 11 over here, up to 15. And then Surfer puts me over the top. Lovely. We ever Blade first? No, I think I wanna be able to deterministically beat this over here, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it'll give me 7, 19, 21 over here and plenty in the middle. Magneto right could hurt. Yeah, I don't think I have bandwidth to play around that. That's not usually a card that they have, so I don't think it's a card you're supposed to know about. I think I had some sweet play lines. Yeah, there's a lot of nuance and sequencing decisions inside of what you're putting out where and when. I definitely had a little bit of a butt pucker on the Alliant there. I wasn't sure for a moment if we were winning. Thankfully, Brood worked it all out for us. You lost a little weight or a beard trim? Yes. I am down about 35 pounds since the start of the year. Holy cow, this deck is so cool. Did you just brew this one up today? I mean, we built it in the deck editor, but it's also, like, worth noting that, like, this deck's not doing anything that nobody else couldn't figure out. Like, there's a lot of clear, obvious synergies here. I think I actually want to Lady Sif this turn, so that way we maybe give them a rock, and it also is guaranteed to attack Proxima before we draw Gwenpool. I'm gonna snap on the Sif. I think that's really strong for us. The biggest innovation is Makari. I am very much against putting Makari in a Silver Surfer deck in innovation. Posed. Not gonna lie, that's kind of terrifying. Someone said Colleen instead of Blade. So Colleen discards your lowest cost card. So because we were unlucky and drew Blade last turn, Colleen would have only been 50-50 to bin stack and shard if I played her instead. Which is not great. I think we're probably torched by their Gwenpool. Like, our biggest hope is that their points ended up on one card. I also kind of feel like I'm supposed to play both of these here, so that way I'm beating Nocturne moving left. It's close though. This might be a bad stay. Yeah, just bail on the left. On the right. I assume we're to the left over here. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to read that they bail out on our strong guy lane, and then I'm supposed to just play hard for somewhere else, just like Brood Surfer. If I Brood middle there and Surfer right, we win the game. Yeah, I think that was probably the better line. They did also take our boosters away, it was sad. We just Kiblin had a very similar discard surfer deck from last season when Makari released. Well, I hope he's ready to lawyer up, because I have people on standby ready and willing to defend my IP rights. I've already minted the NFT of this one and will be going after anybody else attempting to use it. Except for you all. Everybody currently watching the stream, I'm giving you express permission to use this deck list.
Wind, aid my hand.
Arbor or Cosmo, huh? Oh my god, go left! Go left! That one going left is actually a little bit less good, because it means that they can Killmonger it out. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so torn, gamers. I'm so torn. You know, a new player deck that felt reasonable for Gwenpool. So the thing to understand about Marvel Step is that Marvel Step is a card game where new player decks don't exist. The cards that you have access to as a new player are identical to cards that I have access to as an experienced player. It isn't like other games where people can be like, okay, this is my budget deck, and it's a budget deck because it like meets these requirements, right? All right, so I get to Surfer, and then I have Colleen Wing and Lady Sif here to make sure we win the left. Yeah, Soul Snap. Jeff! Someone in another chat said that Second Dinner confirmed that they're going to be no more straight to Series 4 releases. Can you confirm that? I don't know. Go ask the person who told you to confirm it. Why are you asking me to confirm it? And this is why when people make statements like that in my chat, I time them out if they don't provide me with proof right away. Because they're obnoxious and claims like that spread like wildfire. Zola incoming. We're beating Zola, right? Zola points on the right. We'll win left and right. Berg, thank you for the 22 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm having a small day, Python. Life is good. Yeah, Space Sword was not kind to the opponent. I'm surprised they saved for our stack.
Victory.
I mean, next time just like push back on the person saying the random nonsense instead of asking me to validate the random nonsense. I think I like this better with Forge and Brood. You've been playing for almost 3 years and you've never hit Infinite. That's kind of impressive considering Marvel Snap's only been out for 2 years and 2 months, even if you count the closed beta that was lengthy. Thinking of timing people out for nonsensical statements. Holy video gamers. We played a Moon Girl Gwen deck that felt really good. Yeah, I should probably snap them. I don't know. Oh, it's a bot. I don't really like snapping on good Gamma Lab draws if I don't know if they're a Shang deck or not, if I don't have Armor or Cosmo. If that makes sense. Beep boop. Shank you, beep boop. Oh, I took priority on the left, so they're probably not staying now. Sad. I believe that propels me into the 90s, Sullivan. Thank you for your service. Stack them up. Move them out. Right. How's the new card been so far? Honestly, punching above what I thought her weight class was going to be, Harkin. I have more than one deck where she feels like she's a meaningful best in slot card that's adding value to it. So this build felt really good. If you haven't been here for the whole thing, we played this one for probably close to 2 hours. It was a longer set. I was really impressed with this deck's ability to generate consistent numbers across the board in the games where Surfer didn't show up, and then in the games where Surfer does show up, it really punches into overdrive. I will say, unfortunately for people that have more limited collections, I don't know that any of the Series 5 cards in this deck are really replaceable. I think Shaw, Dakin, Makari, and Proxima are all pretty unique effects that don't have clean replacements, that are all pretty high power level cards. Makari not only helps get our hand empty for Strong Guy, but she's also a 6 points with Surfer, or 4 on her own. Proxima, just free 7 points of power. And then Shaw and Dakin. Honestly, Shaw and Dakin are probably more replaceable than these two if you wanted to play like other 3 energy stat sticks like Gladiator or Polaris or something, but these are the free points of power these cards provide are big swings that provide good cube equity. No, Shaw actually doesn't have any splits on him yet. He's working his way up towards the top of my list, especially with Gwenpool now. He's going in non-Surfer Gwenpool decks. Next time I have credits, he'll probably be the thing I tackle.